What's up, guys? Today I have even more hype new leaks from the Datamine for you all, including how the Ultra Beast mechanic is going to work in Pokemon Pocket. We've got some other small details as well, but before we get into any of that, I want to quickly comment on something related to the data mining. So in the last video that I posted, I shared some images of some game files, essentially, that show that Ultra Beasts are, in fact, coming to Pokemon Pocket. And almost immediately, someone took a screenshot from my video, cropped my face and my logo out of it, and then posted it on Reddit. Now, this is the internet, and that stuff happens, so normally I tend to let something like that go. However, we did ask the person, hey, why did you go out of your way to make sure that I wasn't credited as the one posting it? And their answer was that since I stole that screenshot of the data mine information from someone else, that obviously it was fine if they stole it from me. Here's the thing. I didn't steal that from anyone. That is our data mine. I don't know where they got the idea that it couldn't have been ours, but it absolutely is, just like all the data mines that I'm about to share with you guys today. So, yeah. This is the direct result of someone on my team. If you look through my video history, over the last 10 years of content creation, I pretty much always am posting things from the data mine, either because I'm doing it myself or I have someone on my team that's doing it. So, the short version is, yes, we are the ones premiering this news. We would appreciate it if you could, give us credit, or at least not go out of your way to make sure that nobody knows that we found it. It feels rude. Anyway. Moving on, let's get into the details of what we found. Real quick, yes, God Pack Wonder Picking is still a thing. We set up a new community server dedicated to hunting God Packs, so if you want to join, the link is in the video description below, or you can go to discord.gg/hypepacks. So we're going to start with the small stuff. We'll save the best for last. But the first thing that you can see here, this is from the Pack Open Card Presenter, which is essentially the animations that play when you open a new pack. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you open a 1-star card or a 2-star card, there's a sound effect and a little bit of an animation change that happens. If I'm not mistaken, I think a 1-star card, the background goes like purple, and if it's a 2-star card, it goes like an orangish red for a bit, and it makes a little like chime noise. But so they also have in is Ultra Beast as a flag, which means that there will probably be a unique pack opening animation, or more specifically, a unique animation that plays when you reveal that you have pulled an Ultra Beast card. So maybe some of you guys expected that, but we did find it. Another thing that we found, and again, it's pretty small, but I figure I'll share it with you guys, and this is card mission targets. So right now there are both missions and secret missions in Pokemon Pocket for every expansion pack that comes out, essentially every card set. And the way they actually code these missions is they put a designation essentially. So, for example, there's always a secret mission for all of the rainbow rares from a given booster pack. And sometimes there will be multiple separated into different boosters. So, like, there's one for all of the rainbow rares from the Solgaleo pack, and one for all the rainbow rares from the Lunala pack. So, they have added in Ultra Beast as a designation for card mission targets, which means that there will either be a straightforward mission for collecting all of the Ultra Beasts in a pack, or it will be a secret mission, but either way, there will be some rewards involved in actually obtaining the Ultra Beast. So, again, that was probably to be expected, but we did find it here in the files. But finally, let's get into the big stuff here. And this is how the Ultra Beast mechanic is going to work. There were a lot of different ways that we theorized that it could work, but what we ultimately found was this. So, in the combat mechanics for the game, they have lines for add attack damage for each self-prize for Ultra Beast, as well as reduce attack damage from opponent for Ultra Beast next turn. So, we're not currently sure whether both of those effects will always apply, or whether some Ultra Beasts will benefit from one and other Ultra Beasts will benefit from the other. But it looks like what's going to happen is there will be some sort of an objective. Maybe it will involve actual prize cards, maybe it will simply be KOing a target, or even achieving some other objective in the game, like being on the field for a certain amount of turns. I doubt that, but in theory it could be any objective that allows the Ultra Beast to say that it met the criteria to award itself a prize, but we're assuming a similar prize card mechanic, so probably a KO, at which point one of two or both things will take effect, which is that the Ultra Beast card's attack damage will increase, and or the incoming damage that it receives from other cards will be reduced. So, wanted to share what we found on that because a lot of people have been theorizing how they're going to be implementing Ultra Beast into the game, and it looks like we got our answer. An attack damage boost and or a damage reduction as a prize for achieving an objective, presumably a KO. So, if you guys have some other theories on precisely what this could mean, feel free to let me know in the comments. But alright, so that is all of the Datamine news that I have for you guys, but I also wanted to clarify a little bit about how the YouTube algorithm works. Some people may know, some people may not, but if you want to monetize a video on YouTube, it actually has to be at least 8 minutes long. So, in this video, I didn't have 8 minutes worth of news to share with you guys, so if you guys want to tune out at this point, you're welcome to, but this is how I make my living, so if I'm able to get my videos to be at least 8 minutes long, then I also want to talk about some other things in the video to get it to that point. So if you're ever wondering why a YouTuber seems to just be rambling on and on about absolutely nothing and really dragging stuff out, it's because the longer people watch, the more ads people watch, and the more ad revenue they can make. And you can look at it one of two ways. You can look at it as this YouTuber is just being greedy and just wants to make money off the ads, or you can look at it as this YouTuber is trying to survive and pay their bills and wants to be able to keep producing content because they want to do what they love and be able to make a living. So they're playing the game, so to speak, and making sure that they're working within the confines of the YouTube algorithm to actually be able to monetize their videos. So that is why I have this little addendum in this video, and also why I wanted to, I guess, comment on the rerouting of the views that occurred when someone just reposts our stuff and cuts out any credit that would go to us, because it's essentially just denying me views, which is how I stay alive. Basically, if I want to be able to keep putting food on my table, then my videos need to get views. So you're welcome to interpret that however you'd like, but I wanted to be transparent with you guys and let you know how it affects YouTubers and why some of us do some of the things that we do. But alright, so that is all I've got for you guys. For those of you that are still watching the video up until this point, thank you so much. The watch time is a huge help. If you're looking to support the channel, you can leave a like on the video or leave a comment. Any engagement really helps. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more leaked Datamine news and updates. If you want the absolute freshest news, I'm going to be trying to serve it up to you guys whenever possible. And yeah, thank you guys very much for checking out this video. Be sure to do all the like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see you guys real soon. Until next time, peace!